Snow fell gently on the small town of Brightfield. Christmas lights blinked from windows, and happy music floated through the cold air. Families were inside their homes, warm and smiling. But outside, near an old bus stop, sat a skinny brown dog named Max. Max was not barking. Max was not sleeping. Max was waiting. Once, Max had a home, a warm home. He lived with a young man named Daniel. Every morning, Daniel tied Max's leash and said, "Come on, buddy, let's face the day together." They walked the streets side by side. They shared food. They shared silence. Max followed Daniel everywhere. Then, one cold winter evening, Daniel never came back. The door stayed closed, the lights stayed off, and Max was left alone. Days passed, weeks passed, winter arrived. Max stayed near the bus stop where Daniel used to wait every evening after work. Max believed one thing with all his heart: if I stay here, he will come back. People walked past. "Poor dog," some said. "He should move on," others whispered. But Max didn't understand move on. Max understood loyalty. When December came, the town changed. Lights appeared everywhere. Trees stood tall in homes. Laughter filled the streets. But for Max, December was harder. Cold nights burned his paws. Hunger twisted his stomach. Snow covered his fur. Still, Max stayed, because Christmas was the last day Daniel hugged him and said, "Wait for me." On Christmas Eve, the snow fell heavier than ever. Max curled up beside the bus stop bench. His body shook from cold and weakness. His eyes slowly closed. He dreamed. Daniel was smiling. Daniel was calling his name. Daniel was coming back. Max wagged his tail in his sleep, but the street stayed empty. Across the road lived a girl named Emma. Emma loved animals more than anything. Every day, she noticed Max sitting in the same place. "Mom," Emma said, "why does that dog never leave?" Her mother sighed. "That dog is waiting for someone who may never return." Emma felt a pain in her heart. That night, she put on her coat and walked outside. Emma knelt beside Max. "Hi," she whispered. "You must be very cold." Max lifted his head slowly. He did not growl. He did not run. Emma wrapped a small red scarf around Max's neck. Max felt warmth, real warmth, something he had not felt in a long time. Max licked Emma's hand gently. Emma stood up. She looked at Max. Then she looked at her house. "If I leave him here, he might not survive the night," she thought. Emma knelt again. "You can come with me," she said softly, "or you can stay." Max looked down the road, then back at Emma, then down the road again. His heart was torn. The snow kept falling. Max stood up, slowly, carefully, and took one step toward Emma, then another. Emma smiled through tears. "That's okay. I won't take your memories away." Inside Emma's home, warmth filled the air. Max was given food. Max was given water. Max was given a soft place to sleep. Max ate slowly, afraid it might disappear. He curled up near the fireplace, and for the first time in many nights, Max slept peacefully. Morning light filled the room. Max opened his eyes. He was still warm, still safe, still loved. Emma ran to him. "Merry Christmas, Max!" Under the Christmas tree was a small bowl and a collar. The tag read, "You belong." Max wagged his tail so hard his whole body moved. Some days Max still walked to the bus stop. Emma walked with him. Max would sit quietly for a moment. Then he would stand up and walk home. Because Max learned something important. Waiting does not mean suffering forever. Sometimes waiting leads you to a new beginning. On Christmas night, Max lay beside Emma as snow fell outside. Max closed his eyes, not in sadness, but in peace. Because Christmas is not about what we lost, it is about what love brings back. Moral lesson: loyalty never fades, kindness saves lives, and love always finds a way, especially at Christmas and New Year celebration.
Thank you for watching Generational Animation, where every story carries a lesson and every voice echoes through time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, because the next tale might just change how you see the world of animals. See you in our next story.